Welcome back to another episode of the Barn Session Podcast. My name is Sammy Coakley. I'm your host. I'm joined here, as always, by my two brothers, Ryan and Reese.
What's up,
gentlemen?
Howdy.
Oh, my bad. Hang on. I'm here with Ryan and Roger Goodell because Reese is the commissioner today.
That's right.
He says he's running the show.
Yeah, he runs us.
I'm running the show today, boys.
That's funny. He says
Get
he's
over
Roger
it.
Goodell, but I only see one of us with sunglasses on that shows authority, and that's me. So
You're always wearing sunglasses. For me, it shows that you hide. You're kind of a coward.
You're wearing sunglasses at night in a basement.
it's the sun's out. It's no nighttime here. So
All right. We got some wrestling to talk about. The Last Chance Olympic Trials Qualifier happened last weekend, and it was some pretty interesting results. Nothing crazy, or
nothing
actually
crazy.
No, there was a crazy result in there.
There was a bunch of crazy results.
All right, it's Wednesday. It's been a while. Okay, so I've become a bit adjusted to the results.
Okay.
We were supposed to record on Monday, but somebody decided that their sleep was more important.
Somebody was a sleepy boy.
It was.
I respect it. Actually, I wish I could.
No, it's look. I'm saying sleep is important.
I'm telling you guys right now, it was not hard. Apparently, for my body to just be like, shut it down.
How long did you sleep for?
I slept for about 4.5 hours, 5 hours almost.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
So what happened later that night?
Yeah, did you get back to sleep?
Yeah, about 10:30, 10:45ish.
Dude, that's amazing.
Dude, I'm sick. I'm still kind of sick. I just got a cold, and my body was run down from traveling and
shaking all those hands.
I'm just sick and
shaking babies, kissing hands.
I'm good now.
That's the one. Yeah, we also had the European Olympic Games qualifier, and Ryan, you were at NHSCA's.
I was.
I don't know if anything crazy really happened there, but it's a good tournament.
Not you wouldn't know unless you watched it. I tell you, that's pretty much it.
What?
You wouldn't know if anything crazy happened unless you watched it.
Oh, I gotcha.
Plenty of crazy stuff happened. Plenty of crazy stuff happened, but I mean,
gotcha.
And most of it was just poor refereeing, poor officiating. Very, very, very poor.
That's what you like to hear as a fan.
Love that. Yeah.
That's the singular crazy thing.
I mean,
we're in a good place.
Totally screwing kids. I mean, just bad.
Aren't there how many mats are at NHSCA? Isn't it some stupid number?
There's a lot,
right? And so you got to have a lot of refs.
I get it, but for the finals, like, come on, you got to have your top guys in there. Listen, I told you guys this pre-show. I'm going to go ahead and tell the audience. If you want, go ahead, hop on Flow there. Go to NHSCA's. Go to the seniors. Go to 138 and go watch that match because the ending of it is horrendous. If it doesn't make you want to throw up, then you don't really know wrestling because it was bad. 1-to-1, kids got an underhook, driving for a takedown, and they go out of bounds. Referee hits the offensive kid for his second stall call with 7 seconds left in the third period. Like, how do you make that call? How do you make that call and then expect everyone in the arena to not think that you aren't making it about you as a referee? You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It was bad. It looked terrible. Then there were some reviews that were like, how do you even make that call in a review? I don't know. It wasn't the best officiating. So, but other than that, quality of wrestling, really good. It was probably
good.
Since I've been coaching, the best NHSCA's I've been to. So
good. That's good. I mean, I was surprised that I didn't see more about it on social media. I felt like it was very quiet on Instagram and Twitter
for a while.
Well, it runs on weekends with the Last Chance. When you run on a weekend as the Last Chance qualifier, you're going to get swallowed up.
Yeah, I guess I get it. You can't have one person there recording some stuff and whatever. It's fine. Speaking of Last Chance, I guess we should probably just get into it. and take a look at some of these results. Starting off at 57 kilos in freestyle. High schooler, I think is he a sophomore, right? Jax
Yes.
Forrest?
Jax is
Sophomore,
a sophomore.
high school sophomore, Jax Forrest. Almost techs his way through this bracket.
Dominates.
Yeah.
Dominates. Gave up 2 points the entire tournament.
Gave up 6.
No, I thought it was less than that. He only gave up in one match, right?
No. He teched Gary Steen 12-2, teched Devin Turner 10-0, beat Josh Rodriguez 13-4, and then teched Nathan Tomasello 10-0.
That was a pretty good. That Rodriguez match was pretty close until like the end, I think, right?
Okay. I don't know. I only watched the Tomasello match.
I think it was 6-4, and
it was. I mean, it was 5-4 with about 40 seconds left.
Yeah.
And I think he got a takedown and right into a lace or something like that. So, yeah, I mean, that was pretty cool to see. But where does it go? You know, what is he gonna be able to do from that?
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
I guess.
Well,
I mean, what kind of expectations do you have?
Well, I wasn't expecting him to just throw around NATO like a rag doll.
It reminded me a lot of the NATO Seth Gross match at the Bill Farrell or wherever that was.
Yeah,
because
I can see that.
Yeah, I feel like NATO just struggles with those long, strong dudes, wiry guys.
For sure, they leverage the hell out of them. That's exactly what I was seeing too. Because he's all right here. He's all right here.
Yeah,
and you just got to wrestle that, and it's
also right here.
So.
Yeah, I think also it is a mental thing too.
Big
for NATO.
mental thing. It's always been a mental thing for NATO.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I agree. I 100% agree with that.
A guy I was watching at this weight class was Anthony Knox, and I personally think he got screwed by the refs in his match against Brandon Courtney. I don't know if you guys watched this.
I asked for the details, and you didn't give me any.
Well, it was a busy day, so. But basically, let's see, the score was, he was losing, I think, 5-1 with about 40 seconds left in the match. Scores, rattles off 2 2-point scores, so he ties it up, and I think he's winning on criteria. And I think there's a restart, so he's got to fend off a Brandon Courtney flurry. He gets a turn out of it, and then he's sitting in a crackdown position, and Courtney goes for that elbow wrap and tries to expose Knox. I don't think he exposed, and they disagreed with me, and Brandon Courtney won on criteria. So, I don't know.
Won on criteria? Oh, no, Brandon Courtney, right? Yeah.
Brandon Courtney.
7-7, Brandon Courtney.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. And then, man, there was, understandably, lots of forfeits on the backside. So there were potential great matches.
Why do they even do a consolation at that tournament?
I mean, I get it. If you want to get matches in, they're not pressed for time. You know. No.
Totally.
Sure. I mean, I guess.
Totally.
It's tradition. What are they going to have a single elimination tournament? That's going to look ridiculous.
I don't know if they can do that.
If only one person can qualify.
I don't think we have the software to pull that off.
Yeah, I think that would break track.
Okay.
65 kilos. Matt Kolodzik tech smashed his way through this bracket. He had a lot of young guys. He didn't have anybody that was. He had one person that was outside of college, and it was Mikhail McGee. He teched Cutter Sheets 10-0, Mikhail McGee 11-0, Henry Porter 11-0, and then Bo Bassett 10-0.
Speaking of Henry Porter, he had a good tournament.
He did. He beat Jaden Ironman 10-5, and then beat Ruben Calderon 18-11, who
beat Dean Heil.
Who teched Dean Heil.
Yeah.
Which was interesting to see.
I never heard of the guy. Good for you, Ruben. Great win.
Yeah. But yeah, both of them had good wins. I think people were expecting like a Jay Ironman, Dean Heil quarter, and it was the opposite, which was cool. The talk of this weight class was definitely Bo Bassett teching Anthony Ashnall, and then in the quarters beating Aiden Valencia. And yeah, I mean, there's been conversation about Bo Bassett and his style and how it will or won't translate into college, and I think this gave it some merit to do that.
Well, I don't think there was any conversation about it not translating. There was conversation about, there were certain coaches online saying, will he figure it out, or is he always going to be too aggressive to where it gets him in trouble? And he's obviously figured it out, right? I mean, look at where he was, who's number one, versus now. He's obviously jumped the most levels out of anybody in the country at any level, if you ask me.
I agree.
Yeah.
So,
probably.
I mean, not that his in-your-face, high-paced style would not translate to college. You know, sometimes he was a little bit overly aggressive with it, and that sometimes got him into trouble. Now he's kind of figured it out. He knows when to pick his spots and to attack and be aggressive, and he's working dudes, dude. I love it.
Aiden Valencia, is he also in high school, or does he?
Yeah.
Is he?
He was technically a senior this year. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Those are just two bad high school dudes right there, huh?
Yes, they are.
Right, and then one that didn't even really get mentioned a whole lot. Pearson Manville beat Ian Parker 7-6, and then had an 8-5 match with Anthony Ashnall.
Yeah, Pearson looked good this weekend.
Pearson looked good too. Yeah,
did he wrestle on the backside?
He did. He did. He got beat.
He lost to David Evans 12-11.
Yeah, and Parker ended up taking third.
Yeah, Ian Parker came out the backside, and which he didn't. I wanted to see him and Mikhail McGee. That was a forfeit. He beat Carter Young. He tech fault Calderon, got a forfeit to Anthony Ashnall, and then beat Aiden Valencia in the third place match. I mean, but this was a really good weight. Lots of young talent. Yeah.
I do find it kind of crazy that we're not going to see Aiden Valencia at trials now.
Dude, I'm yeah.
Because he's got a bunch of good wins under his belt. So
he's got so many good wins.
Mm-hmm. Does he like what? Who's he got wins over in the field?
Gross. Well, I don't know. Did Gross go down to 57?
I can't
remember where
I don't think
Gross
so.
is.
He's got a bunch of good wins from his time at 61 kilograms.
They have there's like Willie Saylor's done some like bracketing based off of seed predictions, and they have Gross at 65 kilos.
Well,
there you go.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that field is crazy though. That's
65 kilos.
Yeah.
You have
Sammy. We when we were talking about what's his name, Caleb Larkin, we didn't mention the fact that he beat Jesse Mendez at the Bill Farrell.
Yeah.
National champ.
Yes, we did not mention that. Yep.
And that is an important point.
It is.
Should we what's the word I'm looking for here? Reopen?
Award.
Should we reopen the red hot redshirt freshman award?
No, because he didn't. Dude, he did not wrestle in college.
Oh, he did twice.
He wrestled 2 matches. That was it. You're talking about an out of college competition match.
He did it during his red shirt.
It wasn't a college competition.
How did he beat Jesse Mendez? What was
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. They would not wrestle each other at 141.
They wouldn't?
No, they wrestled at 67 kilos.
67. Oh, they got like 2 kilos.
It was plus 2 kilos.
You don't think Caleb Larkin could make 41?
Did you see him?
He's a long dude.
I don't know how he's going to make 65 kilos. I think that match is going to be way more in Mendez's favor because of the weight cut.
You are a non-believer. You're right, though. I would also pick Mendez.
Yeah, I mean, Larkin will be a 49-pounder and then something else after that. because he's got a massive frame.
Well,
And no, we should not reopen the awards.
Isn't that the plan for Larkin to go 49 and to have Yasuguri at 41 next year?
I have no idea. I am not. I have not looked at the ASU depth chart.
They're gonna be tough.
Yeah, but speaking of 65 kilos, and just giving a quick look at what it's going to look like next week, they have Zane in the semis, and he'll be on the bottom half. So he'll have, out of this list of people, whoever makes it, Yanni Diakomahalis, Matt Kolodzik, which Larkin is it? Caleb Larkin, right?
Caleb.
That's right.
Caleb, okay. Joey McKenna, Austin DeSanto, and Andrew Alirez. And then on the top side, it's James Green, Nashawn Garrett, Alec Pantaleo, Bo Bartlett, Jesse Mendez, Seth Gross, and Nick Lee.
Woo! Wait. That's where they're gonna be?
I mean, this is seed predictions, so we don't.
We'll know Wednesday.
But that's
next, or
I thought it was Monday.
Monday. That's what I meant.
Okay, cool.
Monday.
But I mean,
Today's Wednesday.
is what the seeds look like? It's heavy on the bottom, I think.
Heavy.
You got world champ Zane, world silver medalist Yanni, U.S. Open champ Alirez, Joey McKenna.
Outside of the big three, who do we like the most at this weight? I'm thinking Alirez for sure, right?
Is he not one of the big three?
Oh, you
No,
know what?
Zane,
I guess
Nick
Joey
Lee, and Yanni.
McKenna. Joey McKenna, you gotta probably throw, and then you got Bo Bartlett. I don't know. You know what? Throw that out. Throw that statement out.
McKenna has an issue with some guys in the U.S.
Yeah,
Unless
And
he wrestled
he's
him
got, like,
overseas.
unless he wrestles Yanni.
Well, no, because he's
No.
got like
He can only beat Yanni overseas.
that's not true.
That's not true.
He's beat Yanni
Even at
once
the U.S. Open. Okay.
at the Open, or I guess he beat him twice because I guess he beat him once in a 2 out of 3 match too in trials.
Yep.
But he destroyed him. Didn't he kind of pick Yanni apart overseas?
No.
I do not think the match was close.
Are you talking
Which
about
one
their
are you
most
talking
recent
about?
match?
That was Pan Am's, right, or something?
No, not Pan Am.
Where they wrestle recently?
It was in
It
Europe.
was I think it was the Poland tournament. He beat him 4-3 though, so not
I thought
a
it was
destruction.
way worse than that. My bad.
No, and it was like end of the match exchange, which was I think it was controversial. I can't remember. I watched it and I didn't like it.
He did not like
yeah.
it.
I didn't like it.
Didn't feel good to him.
No, felt bad.
Bad touch.
So that's 65 kilos. We can move on from that up to 74 kilos, where Vincenzo Joseph won it. But I wasn't inspired by his run, you know?
He was just playing it safe.
What has Senzo got to do to inspire you?
He's got to go smash mode.
Pin
He was just
Imar
trying to
again?
get in there, man. He got in there. He got the job done.
No, he got a tech over Matty Bianchi and Elroy Perkin, who I think were 3rd and 4th place. So that's good, right?
Well, I don't know about Matty, but I know Perkin was 3rd.
Oh no, Bianchi. Yeah, Bianchi lost to Doug Zapp in the Conti semis, so almost. Charlie Millard, an Askren kid.
Millard is
Terrell
good.
Barraclaw. He beat Terrell Barraclaw 5-0 and then beat Yaya Thomas 2-0. Whatever. Like
Barraclaw, a former practice partner, and Yaya, super good at freestyle, super strong, super good at keeping matches close so that he can win them.
Yeah,
Especially
I'm
with
not
better guys.
surprised by any of the results. And it does not make me feel like any less confident in his abilities.
No, me neither.
I'm not. I
And-
mean,
Real quick, Sam, sorry. Real quick. It was his first time back down to 74 in a while, wasn't it?
He was.
I think so. I think the last time would have been 2021.
Correcto.
But in a
That's gonna
field
play a-
where you have
Play a part.
this is who else is at 74 kilos. at
Well,
trials.
hey, let's be real. He
What?
doesn't really have a chance.
That's
has
what
a
I'm
chance.
saying.
Well, he
That's
never
what
had
I'm
a
saying when
chance.
I'm not inspired. Well, you never know if there's somebody that rises up, right? A Zane Richards from last year, right? Who like surprises you match and match again, right? But I just wasn't inspired by it.
74
I
is the
wasn't like,
weight class I'm most excited for Olympic trials. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys.
It's exciting.
yes,
That's for sure.
it's so. Let me run through the list. You have Kyle Dake sitting in the finals, and then he'll have the winner of this challenge bracket, which is Jordan Burroughs, Jason Nolf, Keegan O'Toole, Carter Starachi, Vincenzo Joseph, Meyer Shapiro, Mitchell Mesenbrink, Tyler Berger, Jarrett JQs, Levi Haynes, Alec Facundo, David Carr, Quincy Monday, Alex Marinelli, and Ladarian Lockett.
Best
So
best
Ladarian
weight
Lockett is at
in the entire
65.
tournament.
Ladarian Lockett is at 65?
Yeah,
No, he's not.
just found
He
that
shouldn't
out.
be. What?
I don't know. I just saw that.
Where
Did you see that?
I saw it on Bash.
Isn't he way too big for that?
Dude, Ladarian Lockett makes 143, and I will shit an egg.
He's
Literally.
listed on there. He's listed there at 65.
That's got to be an error. He's way bigger than that, isn't he?
I don't know.
He was a freshman at 152 for crying out loud.
Maybe it's a mistake. I don't know. You take that up with Bash.
Dude, he is ranked in high school at 165. There's no way he's going to make 143, right? No way.
I'm
There's
not
no
going to
way.
say no way. I'm not going to say no way.
Nobody's corrected the tweet, so
I'm looking for it. Where is it?
Well, because he won his cadet world title or a U15 or
I think it was
U17
70,
world
right?
title. 70 kilos?
I thought it was
Dude.
I thought it was like 72 for cadets.
I hope he doesn't try and make that.
What's the weight for cadets? It's different. It's not the same.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see him try and wrestle that.
Yep. But yeah, 74. Wow, so interesting. What a weight.
Dynasty
Yeah,
defined
74.
Dynasty defined podcast commented 28 minutes ago. Lockett must be a mistake here. And that's a
Yeah.
poke podcast right there.
Wasn't it a question mark? Like he must be a
No.
mistake? Question
No.
mark?
No, it is a statement. Lockett
Oh,
must
I
be a
think he.
mistake.
I think he
Read
meant
him.
to put a question mark there.
Read them and weep. Read
He
them
put a
and weep.
period. He put a period, but I feel like that was supposed to be a question mark.
Either way, 74 kilos is ridiculous. I think everybody in the weight except for I think Berger, JQs, and Quincy Monday. Oh, maybe Alex Marinelli too. I don't think any of those guys have made world teams before. But so many world champs. Oh, Jason Nolf hasn't made a world team either. But man, he's kind of an exception.
New world teams. Well, he's the best guy to never make a world team. Shit.
Willie has Lockett seated 15th at 74 kilograms.
Well, that's what I'm referencing. But
Okay. It's probably a mistake by Bash or whoever made the graphic.
It was
Okay.
definitely Bash.
oh, another thing that we didn't mention at 65. I think DeSanto isn't registered.
Really?
Yeah.
Wee.
So maybe he's hurt. Maybe he's just saying I don't want to do it. I don't know.
Gotta be hurt. Gotta be hurt.
I don't know. I saw that. That was. I mean, it was from Bash. So if he's got Lockett wrong, maybe he's
What
got
odds
that
are
wrong
we?
too. I don't
Speaking
know.
of DeSanto, and people like DeSanto or whatever. Nick Soriano, is he gonna wrestle? What, do we think he'll wrestle?
I think so. I think he will wrestle. Yes.
I'm giving him I give it an 80% chance. that he
80%?
wrestles. I'll give him 80%.
I'll put it
You
at
don't think he's gonna
100%.
make the weight?
Yeah, you never know. He's
I'm putting
back or missed a lot of tournaments before.
Where's he training?
Are you gonna Cal Poly, right?
I have no clue. That's why I'm asking.
Pretty sure it's Cal Poly, but
Did
I don't
you
know. I
guys-
saw him with the NJRTC guys too, so I don't know.
Did you see his most recent little video? His little
Don't call it a little video. Call it what it is. It's Handsome Tuesday.
whatever. Did you see that, Sammy? Did you watch it?
I watched it. I didn't listen to it. I didn't have the audio
listening
playing.
to it. Yeah, it's a whole different experience.
It's a different experience for sure.
He went Heath Ledger Joker in the video. It was.
Was he talking about how he got these scars?
He's got some. He's definitely got some social cues lacking there.
He's a regular Michael Scott, isn't he?
Michael Scott? I don't know. I think Michael Scott would be a little put off by this guy.
All right, 86 kilos.
All right, no more Nick Suriano slander. Hey, you're
no
a
more.
Good wrestler.
We love Nick Suriano.
Well, I don't love Nick Suriano. I don't love the way he wrestles at all. But
calling him Michael Scott is not slander. Michael Scott is a beloved character throughout all of America.
I think Reese was the one that. I think Reese was referring to himself slandering Nick Suriano.
Okay.
What? Oh,
Weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was slandering him.
Yeah, get that slander.
Horde.
What?
Horde.
Hard.
All right. 86 kilos. David McFadden runs the gauntlet with limited recovery time from his broken ankle from the U.S. Open not that long ago.
If Burroughs can do it, why can't McFadden do it?
He had 6 weeks of training. He was fine. 6 weeks on the mat, that's plenty of time.
All right.
Burroughs can win a world championship with a broken ankle. David McFadden, who's also from Jersey, can qualify for the Olympics with a broken ankle.
The Olympic trials.
That's what
I meant. Yep, he beats Brandon Murray, Alex Turley, Aiden Sinclair, and
shout out Brandon Murray.
McIntosh.
Shout out B. Murray.
How old is he? Is he your age, Ryan?
No, easy.
He's younger than me.
Zach's age.
Oh, I thought he was. No, I'm thinking of Destin McCauley. That's who I'm thinking of.
Destin is my age, and he is not competing anymore.
Right. Another high schooler in here, Aiden Sinclair, makes the semis, and then he gets stomped by
he
David
got schmopped.
But making the semis pretty good, and then on the backside he loses to Nelson Brands, and then Nelson Brands for third place loses to John Gunderson.
Oh, Gundy.
Who is this? Who's this guy? Northern Iowa. Panther Train.
He's a beast, obviously.
Let's look at his run here. He techs Chris Foca in the first round, beats Arif Asif in the second round, techs Nelson Brands, and then loses a tight one to Morgan McIntosh in the semis. Maybe not tight, but techs Tristan Lujan on the backside, and then beats Nelson Brands again for third place.
Looks like he's going to be their 84-pounder next year.
What the heck?
Except he's not 97. Looks like he's going to be 97 next year.
I was gonna say he's got to be huge. I think.
I forgot about Kekheisen.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, because he wrestled 86 kilos is 189.2.
He'll go 97.
Yeah, well, because I looked at his wrestle stat after I saw this result, and let me pull it up for you guys. So he will be a redshirt sophomore next year. He wrestled his freshman year at 197, went 7-9, and then he wrestled his sophomore year under redshirt. He went 2-2. He wrestled 285.
Woo!
And then
Panther both job.
This last year, he must have qualified for an Olympic redshirt. And didn't wrestle any D1 competition. He went 5-2, wrestling 184. What do you mean used it?
Used his Olympic redshirt.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
What do you mean by that? Used it.
So this next year, I mean, they have him at 84, but I'm guessing he can be 97 and
I'm saying it right now, but boys, and I've been thinking about it since the end of NCAA. Is we were talking about, which teams are teams that could come out of nowhere. You and I, next year is my team. They're the team that's going to be this team is good. Kind of like what we were feeling with SDSU and West
Did anybody graduate? I don't feel like anybody graduated.
Not only did nobody graduate, well, Tyrell Gordon, but he didn't even qualify this year. So
yeah, he got hurt, I think, towards the end of the year.
He did. No, and they're bringing Robuto back, I'm pretty sure, at 49.
Woo! Yeah, and so at 33, they have Julian Farber and Corey Land. I think those
Ooh,
Those
and
would be both
Corey.
good options.
Yeah, if Corey can get healthy.
Yep.
Man, if they could
so
get
they'll
Corey
have
down to 125, that'd be even better.
Put him at 33. Don't make him cut.
He's thick. Trevor Anderson, Julian Farber, Corey Land, Cale Happel, Colin Real Budo, Ryder Downey, Robert Weston, or Jack
RJ.
Thompson.
RJ or Jack Thompson. Yeah, one of those two.
And then Jared Sima, Parker Keckeisen,
Gundy.
assuming John Gunderson or Caleb Runyon, I guess.
It'll be Gundy.
They don't really have anybody at 285, so.
Well, I'm telling you right now, John Gunderson probably tech pins Caleb Runyon in the room.
Okay, sounds good. Is there anybody? Oh, Slavikowski hasn't gotten picked up yet. Northern Iowa.
Yeah, get him over there.
He's going to Michigan.
Get him over there. What do you mean?
Michigan.
How's that going to work? Oh, no. Sorry. Oh my goodness. I thought Jacob Cardenas was a heavyweight for a second.
Oh, get real.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was shocked that Cardenas picked Michigan. Anyway, not shocked, but continue. Let's go back to Last Chance.
I was upset. Let's go back to Last Chance. 97 kilos. Well, yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about 86.
McFadden 97. Good.
I mean, honestly, after these last couple of weights, we're like, all right. You know what I mean?
Christian Carroll was a surprise.
No, Christian Carroll looked good. No, I know. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about how good Christian Carroll looked this weekend. But heavyweight, dude, like...
I have to talk about it. I have to talk about it.
All right, that's
fine. Your boy blew it.
Yeah, it was bad. It hurt. It hurt to see. It hurt to see happen.
Indiana had a pretty solid tourney.
They did. They had three guys. Well, they had three guys that are still in college go, and then they also had Devin Turner and Isaiah White go. And they had a solid turnout. But 97 kilos. Christian Carroll teched everybody but Jacob Warner. He won that in a tight 8-7 match.
That should have been the finals.
Great match. Yeah. Probably should have been the finals, considering his opponent on the other side was Camden McDaniel.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Bronze?
Not bad.
Junior world bronze?
That's right.
Junior world bronze. Jacob Warner came out the backside, took third place. What is Lance Runyon doing at this weight class?
Dude, the Runyons are big.
Now.
They're big boys.
Get over it.
Did he not wrestle 174 at all this year?
He didn't wrestle. I'm pretty sure he might have also qualified.
Didn't he graduate?
Oh, no, yeah.
No.
He's got another year.
Medical redshirt.
Yeah, he's
medical redshirt this year.
Medical what's he going to do?
Jared.
He's trying to bulk up to 97.
Jared, you think he'll go back to 74? No, is that what you...
No, I'm just kidding.
I think he's trying to wrestle 97 then, if he's...
Or heavyweight, if he's at 97 kilos.
Dude, if that guy wrestles a heavyweight...
I wouldn't surprise me, dude.
For 97.
And the Runyons are big, dude. They're big. They're big kids.
I'm just thinking, and obviously this isn't fair, but I'm just visualizing that kid that pinned Mantanona and then
Mantanona tried to fight him like a little bitch.
Triggered Tony.
Hey, no Mantanona slander.
No, he gets slandered for that one because I was a big Tony Mantanoni fan for a long time until that match, and I was like, dude, come on. You seriously? And then you wouldn't. And then he kept trying to fight him in the tunnel. Even I was like, dude, come on. All right, no respect.
Not even the worst thing that dude did either.
No, it really wasn't.
No, yeah, I think
say it. There
was a lot going on behind the scenes with Oklahoma and that coaching staff and the athletes there.
So he tried to take it out on poor Lance.
No, but when you have a lot of frustrations and then those get
he just looked
out.
All I'm saying is you can take those frustrations out without looking like an idiot.
Well, emotions sometimes make you look stupid. I agree. You shouldn't have done it. I'm not saying he's justified.
Well,
right? And I wish it hadn't happened, and he was dumb for doing it.
Here's what bothered me is after they got off the mat, he kept trying to get Lance to fight him, and it's like, dude, all right, you failed already. Quit failing.
Yep, you're right. You're right. You're not wrong.
You are, in fact, right.
I'm pretty sure Dad booed him.
Maybe.
No,
I forget.
I was sitting right next to Dad. I'm pretty sure when they were coming down the tunnel, because we were sitting right above that tunnel, and I'm pretty sure Dad was like, "Oh!"
Not being near Dad this year for nationals, I missed out on his very intense boos.
Oh, dude, he didn't even have the chance to really watch very much.
Yeah, too busy schmoozing it up.
He was like, "That's the one and only year I'm doing that. The sweet life." He's not doing that anymore.
All right, good. All right, let's finish out last chance here. 125 kilos. Jaron Smith won it, and he beat 3 people who probably a lot of people didn't think that he would, could, or should beat, but it happened.
It did happen.
He takes out Nathan Taylor 10-7. Let me look at the score sheet on this match. He went up. Oh no! So he was up 6-0 with a minute and a half left. Nathan Taylor pulls it to within 1 with short time left. Jaron Smith gets a 4-point throw and gives up 2 and wins 10-7.
Yeah.
Then in the semis, he's got Jordan Wood, Big Wood, Jaron Smith, right? Minute and a half left in the second period. Jaron Smith is down by 1 point. He gets a 2-point exposure and pins him. I don't even know what he pinned him with. And then in the
Probably
finals,
a leg cradle.
No, illegal in freestyle.
Why?
Can't cross your legs.
Apparently you can't. Apparently you can't cross your legs.
Too cool.
Too cool. Jaron Smith, Jacob Bullock, finals. And Bullock is up 5-4 with 10 seconds left on a restart. You have 10 seconds left. You're up by 1 point. I think you can't give up a one because of criteria. Oh, no, you have a 4-point move. You can give up 1. You can give up a step out, a hard-earned step out. You can give it up.
Sammy just got even more pissed than he was before.
Jaron Smith dives in on a shot, and Jacob Bullock he sits into the splits. He sits into the splits as a heavyweight to defend a shot.
Watching
impressive.
Tyler Lillard wrestling.
It's impressive, but it's not going to work at heavyweight. Not in this type of situation. It obviously didn't work. He got taken down.
It would work in folk style.
Well, we're not wrestling folk style. This is freestyle. This is the Olympic Last Chance Trials qualifier.
Well, you were just saying as a heavyweight. I'm like, well, as a heavyweight, you can do it in folk style. So.
All right, whatever, man. Thanks for the argument. Yeah,
you're welcome.
That was a frustrating match, and yeah, that's Last Chance. And the next thing, which is happening next weekend, is the actual trials. The tournament, the big one. And we will find out who we get at each weight class in all 3 styles, and we will know who we are going to send for both Greco-Roman and men's freestyle to the Last Chance Olympic Games qualifier.
Yep.
For freestyle, it's at 57 and 65 kilos. And for Greco, is it the bottom 3 weights, right?
I don't know.
Maybe the bottom 4 weights.
Who knows?
I cannot remember right now.
No, I think
Alan Vera and Colton Schultz. Yeah, Alan Vera, Colton Schultz, and Spencer Woods all qualified their weight. So it's the bottom 3.
So bottom 3.
77, 67, and...
Those are tough weights.
60.
And 60, yes. And those are tough weights. So, I want to talk Olympic European qualifier. But before we get to that, I was asked to give a shout out to the Tarleton University wrestling program. Let me pull up what I have on that. They are Texas D1 program trying to get a wrestling team going on there. And it's Grant Leith and Jimmy Oberheiser right now. They're men's and women's program in Texas. Program, what'd you say?
KC Mo.
Casey Moe, yeah. The program launches once they fundraise $2 million, and they are at about the halfway mark on that. Pretty, man, what's the word for this? It's a lot of money, I guess is how you can phrase it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if there's any way that
Anything
any listeners out here can donate, I highly recommend doing it.
Let's get a D1 program in Texas, listeners.
Yep.
Let's go. Donate some money. Open those wallets up and your hearts.
Their biggest fundraiser is May 4th. Jesus, man. Can I finish my parts?
Continue.
Their biggest fundraiser is May 4th, which is a comedy show with former All-American Greg Warren. I believe that's going to be down in Texas.
Red Alert.
Is he the guy that did Red Alert?
Dude, are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. You won the Afton Quadrangular?
All right. I don't know if I know about any of this. But yeah, there's a...
Culture yourself, you swine.
Greg Warren comedy show. It's going to be at the Ridgely Theater. I'm assuming in Texas. And all event and fundraising info can be found on tsuwrestling.org. tsuwrestling.org.
That's tsu.org.
Grant Leith, great guy, great coach, deserves the chance to bring something special to wrestling.
Sammy was supposed to wrestle Grant Leith one time.
I was supposed to wrestle Grant Leith one time. The fans were upset about that.
I thought it was
happening.
I thought it was Andrew.
Nope, it was me.
Sammy.
No. I thought if Sammy would have made the weight, then Andrew was going to wrestle him. Or if Sammy would have got to wrestle, not make weight. Excuse me, Sammy made weight. If Sammy would have got to wrestle, then Andrew was wrestling Leith.
I mean, I feel like that would have been the worst option.
No, dude, you guys got booed because Andrew jumped up a weight class and avoided Leith, and Leith had a forfeit.
No.
Sammy
weighed in at Leith's weight.
Yes. So the reason they booed is because we made it seem like Ben Vanderberg was going to wrestle Grant Leith, and then Grant goes up to check in at the table at first.
There's no way it was Vanderberg.
Vanderberg was 60. Sammy was 52.
And I was 52.
Andrew was 45.
Yeah.
He hadn't bumped up yet. Andrew hadn't bumped up yet.
No, we didn't do that until regionals.
So how is Vanderberg going to wrestle Grant Leith? I thought Grant Leith was at 152.
They made it seem like that's because if they didn't have anybody warming up for it, they might have Grant Leith bump up, and then nobody wins 52, and Grant Leith wins 160. And then
it wasn't even the coaches knew. Grant Leith apparently was the one who didn't know and ran out there like
all
before
ready
the
to
coaches
wrestle.
would stop him. Yeah,
and
that's what I heard.
And then the crowd booed. Yeah.
I heard we were supposed to get a 2-Jack Leith match, and that's why everyone was pissed.
No. And then so I was sitting up in the crowd, and there was like a lady and her family behind us, and she shouted something like, "You cowards!" And I was just like, "Hey, I would have wrestled them," but apparently a red dot on a shoulder means that you can't pass skin checks. So.
You're getting sniped. That's what it means.
Yep, but we won that duel.
We won that duel by 1 point.
Yeah,
heck yeah.
And I think the big flip there was Matt Pratt beating Buckley, right?
Is that his name? You remember
Andrew
his name?
Buckley? Right?
I have no idea. I didn't know his name.
I believe it was Andrew Buckley. He wrestled for Navy.
I wasn't there. I believe I was refereeing at a kids tournament that day, making some scratch.
I think I'm right on that.
Let's look it up.
But yeah, I mean, Grant Leith's a great guy. Jimmy Overhire's a great guy, doing lots of great stuff.
That wasn't the year that they won because Reese got a pin in the third period?
That was the same year.
I think that might have been part of it, yeah.
Oh, well then it was 100% you guys won because of Reese, so.
I think it's a team effort, but okay.
Well, it is, but I mean, you go back and watch Reese's match, it was Reese.
All right.
Sorry, Sammy, it was me.
Just invalidating everything I say. It's fine. Whatever.
Oh wait,
no. These are Dad's words, by the way. These are Dad's words.
Okay. What is that supposed to mean?
Not my words. I'm just repeating. Don't be mad at me.
All right. So what are your words?
Same.
Whatever Dad's are.
Same.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. Sheep.
I wasn't there.
Shout out to Tarleton State. Let's move on. Let's take a look at the European OG Qualifier.
Oh
Two
yeah,
weight
yeah.
classes
This is
to
the
look
guy.
at.
Sorry, this is the guy.
It
You're
is the
right.
guy. It is the guy. Yeah. Yeah.
He was pretty good. That was a big time pin for Matt Pratt, and then
It
big
was.
time, yeah. Other things after that. But
Ryan, Ryan, are you okay? You ticking back and forth like a metronome?
What are we talking about next?
Okay. Euros. Euro
Oh.
qualifiers. So
Oh.
two weight classes to look at here are
Didn't even
57 and
know.
65 kilos.
I have no idea what even happened at these. Didn't even know these were going on.
Okay, so aside from those two, because we want to know who's going to lose at 57 kilos and 65 kilos, because we want to know who we're going to have at the last chance qualifier. But also there was some huge controversy at 74 kilos with Frank Chamizo and Turan Bayramov. And we can get into that. But first, I just want to take a look at who qualified. 57 kilos, Ali Babas, Razadzi, and Aryan. I don't even know. Sirtrin, I think, is how to say his last name. I think he was an AIN wrestler. Russia or Belarus, one or the other. And so they beat Vladimir Igorov and Georgy Vangelov. Other guys that lost that didn't qualify: Suleiman Atli, Horst Lear, and I think that's kind of it as far as notable names here. But I might be missing somebody. And then 65 kilos. The Georgian beat Maxim Sakultan, and Haji Aliyev beat Islam Dudayev. So we'll see those two guys at Last Chance, along with Josh Fine-Silver and Andrew Clark. Keyshawn Clark. Other people in this weight. Top Rack, the Turkey wrestler that Jesse Mendez beat at Junior Worlds. He'll be there. And yeah, that's what we have to look at. I'm not super worried about it at 57 kilos, but 65 is going to be tough. The big one to look at is going to be later on at the Asian qualifier. Seeing what happens there. That'll be important. 74 kilos. Turan Bayramov beat Frank Chamizo 8-8. And there was some controversy. So I believe the score was 8-6. Bayramov was beating Chamizo with, I don't remember how much time was left in the match. And there were two exchanges where Chamizo the takedown is imminent, but Bayramov is fleeing the position. And so they stop the match and they call caution and 1. And they do that 2 times back to back. So they put it at 2-8 or 8-8. And there's like 6 seconds left on a restart. Chamizo chases him down and gets the takedown. They award a takedown to him. And then Azerbaijan challenges it, obviously. And even the announcers were like, yep, that's a takedown, as they were watching the review tape. And then the referees come back and they say no takedown. And so Bayramov wins it. Chamizo claims corruption and cheating, and even said, I think he did some sort of news thing and said that Azerbaijan offered him $300,000 to throw the match, and that he said no. So I don't know if we're going to get anything out of this.
So they paid the refs off.
Maybe.
possibly.
I think that's what Chamizo's getting
Chance.
at. That's my point. I think that's what Chamizo was getting at.
Maybe. I don't know. But some other people to look at this weight. Karimagomedov beat Taimura Salkazanov. So Chamizo and Salkazanov are both not qualified for the Olympics, along with Soner Demirtas, Mitch Fine-Silver, and Malik Amin. All those guys are going to be at Last Chance. And I think at the Last Chance this year, there's only one, but I think top 3 qualify for the Olympics now.
Was it
which
top
is good.
2 before?
Yeah, it was top 2 last time. So that's good. 86 kilos. Naifonov and Nurmagomedov, Osman Nurmagomedov, both qualified for the Olympics. They beat Vladimir Gamkrelidze and Vasil Mikhailov. And then we also have other guys that we'll see at Last Chance are Darwin Kurugliev, Boris Makoyev, Rakim Magomadov, Magomad Ramazanov. Lots of obs. And that's kind of it. Matt Fine Silver. Another, geez, there's so many Fine Silvers.
That's what do you mean? That's the same.
Yeah, that's the same
one
one.
that Clay wrestled. The one, yeah.
I know, but it's just crazy to see them,
I feel like
At the
Mitch
world
and
level.
Matt and Josh, those are the three that have been wrestling right overseas.
Yeah. I don't remember what the last one is.
I think there's a couple more.
I thought there were only 4. I thought there were 2 sets of twins, right?
No, I thought there was like 5 of them.
I think there's 2 sets of twins, but I could be wrong. 97 kilos.
I think there's a Zach too.
97 kilos. The biggest news for this is that Sedulayev did not get cleared to wrestle. He's got ties to people in the military in Russia or something like that. Basically, I don't think we're going to see Sedulayev at the Olympics, which is unfortunate, but
They'll find a way.
yep. I mean, we'll see.
I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, and I mean,
It'd be a shame. It would truly be a shame if he didn't get to compete.
Right. 125 kilos. Man. I think this is the Russian. The Russian won his way, or no, this must not be the Russian because he took 5th, right? No. Did he?
Did he?
Do you guys remember?
I have no clue.
It's
Remember
either
what?
Russia or Belarus here.
About what?
Do you remember if the Russian at heavyweight qualified at Worlds?
I don't know.
All right. Well, and then also the Azerbaijan heavyweight also qualified. Azerbaijan had an impressive tournament.
At where?
I think at what?
Where was it at?
It was in Azerbaijan.
Yeah, oh, interesting.
Weird, right?
Weird.
They had their 57, 65, 74, 86, and heavyweight all win. All make the finals, which got them to qualify. Weird.
That's pretty. That's good for them.
That's like unheralded.
I don't ask questions.
Why are you afraid of the answers, Reese?
That's right. I never ask questions. I don't dissent.
All right.
I'm a loyal dog.
Any other things you guys want to talk about? We can. I had the
Ben Vandenberg
transfer
beat
portal.
Andrew Buckley.
Is that what you've been looking up this whole time?
Matt Pratt beat Dalton Lewis.
Oh, interesting. So that's a good win for Ben.
That's a huge win for Ben.
Well, Ben and Matt Pratt, they're similar ilk. They are.
Pratt won 2 titles.
Oh, Pratt won 2 titles. Did you see his weight class? His junior year,
right.
Sammy?
Both of them.
Right.
Both
Ben
years.
had Isaac Dolgarian in the finals at state.
Yeah.
Matt Pratt had a
Did it.
Shawnee Heights kid.
Isaac even came off the mat after he beat Ben in the finals. Came off the mat and goes, "I should have wrestled 170 this year, not 160." And I was like, "You son of a, yeah, you son of a." He's like,
Isn't it crazy that he
I
was?
definitely should have let Vandenberg win one, and I should have taken out Matt Pratt. That's literally what he said. I was like,
He was 160 that year, and then he wrestled 170 the next year, right?
He wrestled 182, maybe even.
He wrestled at
And then
170, and didn't he bump down to 160 for Council Bluffs?
No. Oh, yes.
He went up?
Yes. No,
I
whatever.
thought he
Yeah,
went down.
he went down to avoid Mark Hall.
Yes.
He went down to avoid Mark Hall.
No shame.
And then he
No
wrestled.
shame in
Didn't he
that.
wrestle 149 in college?
Once.
Yep.
Once?
He's not a big dude. He wrestles 145 or fights at 145.
That's crazy.
He's not big.
That is crazy.
D2 runner-up, and then he was done after that.
Yes. So, I had the transfer portal on the docket of things to talk about, but we can save that for another time. We're already at an hour.
But also,
this,
the reason why I was saying Reese won this duel for y'all is because I'm pretty sure it ended on 126.
Oh, it 100% ended on 126.
Oh, well then, yeah.
Did it end on 126 or did it end on 132?
No, it
ended on 126.
I thought.
Reese
will remember. How do you not remember this duel, Sammy?
Yeah.
Well, because I didn't get to wrestle.
Yeah, but you were there. It was epic.
But I wasn't involved. I was detached from it. It sucked.
That's.
I also, dude, earlier in that day, so Zach Kinsley was wrestling some really tough kid from Spring Hill, or not Spring Hill. I don't remember where. He was somewhere in Missouri.
Another
Pleasant Hill.
Pleasant Hill, yes,
Pleasant Hill.
and was beating him, but it was a competitive match. But he was beating him, and then he gets caught in some weird situation and pinned. And this was everybody had to bump up because I couldn't wrestle. And he gets off the mat, and I'm like right there, and he just fuck you, Coakley, and then walks off. I'm just like,
he was mad at you for having a little dot on your shoulder.
Yeah, yeah. So
that was a great day.
But I thought it started at 138 because I remember Clay and Clevenger, and I thought that was like
it started at 132. Dog, come on.
All right, I'm just telling you.
I just cannot. It hurts my feelings a little bit that you don't remember this duel.
Why?
It was awesome.
It was cool. Sure.
Because I pinned it. I pinned the kid to win the duel, and everybody. And it was crazy. And there was all kinds. Dude, we beat. They had like Seth Brayfield, Blake Clevenger, Grant Leith. It was a stacked team.
Yep.
Must have just been all that trauma that I had freshman year.
It wasn't Tyler Horton.
Cry about it more. Sammy, I'll tell you what. You did not get bullied as bad as I got bullied. I'm gonna say it right now.
Facts.
That's fine. Okay.
Do you hear me complaining about trauma?
Sammy would have been begging to transfer. Begging.
Yeah, so quiet down.
Why are you bragging about it, man?
I'm not bragging. I'm tired of hearing you complain about trauma.
No, not you. Not you. And hang on.
He's talking to me.
You're taking me too seriously, Reese. Me too seriously.
You should talk about trauma and getting bullied a lot.
I don't have a real explanation for why I don't remember this duel as clearly as everybody else does.
Sammy has plenty of trauma from growing up. But you're right, Reese.
Don't we all?
His freshman year is probably a cakewalk compared to yours.
Yeah, I definitely didn't bully him. I can say that much.
No, you left that up to that was taken care of by everybody else on the team.
Well, Ryan made it a point to he was like, you guys, don't worry, I got this.
Right.
No one else was allowed to bully you except.
And you know what? I look back on that and I think it's hilarious, and I enjoyed my time. I don't feel any animosity towards it, none whatsoever. It's all part of the game.
Well, I'm being serious though when I say like, I didn't let other people bully. You were my brother. I get to bully you. No one else.
Yeah. Who bullied you, Sammy?
The Hensleys.
Yeah, Tyler
Vanderberg.
Dealing with
Jacks.
Tyler, I'm sure sucked.
Yeah.
And the 2 Jacks. Oh yeah, the 2 Jacks.
Yeah.
But Tyler,
Trent
he really
Salisbury,
had it out for you, dude.
It's because
Sammy
beat him. Sammy beat him in middle school.
Yeah, maybe he didn't like that.
He did not.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I didn't mean to do it.
You didn't mean to beat him.
I was just, I really didn't.
Not trying to win.
I was not really trying to win that match, and it happened. I was just built different for that middle school season.
Sorry, Tyler.
Okay.
Better luck next time.
There will never be a next time.
Then you Dan Gabled your last middle school match ever. Undefeated through middle school. Then you Dan Gabled it. Congratulations.
Thank you everybody for listening to the podcast. We have any closing remarks?
Closing remarks. Yeah,
I did.
I can't believe you forgot. You don't remember the Carney duel. I really can't.
I remember the Carney duel, but I mean, okay. What I remember is Clay being one of the first matches. I'm not saying that. I guess I'm not saying he was the first match, but I thought he was.
I just can't remember I can't believe you don't remember the end of the duel. That's the important part, not the beginning.
You don't remember them hoisting Reese up on their shoulders and just going, "For he's a jolly good fella," like that. You don't remember that, Reese? Or Sam?
Well, that didn't happen.
Oh, okay,
but we all celebrated, and it was awesome. And we celebrated. All three of us celebrated after the duel tournament.
We did, because I heard about it and I was like, oh yes, can't wait. It was a good time.
I don't think I was in good spirits. I don't remember being in good spirits.
No, we got you. We pulled you out of your funk. We pulled you out of your funk. It wasn't your fault, dude. We were like, dude, it's not your fault. Relax.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
Look, man,
get over it.
The hard F-bomb from Zach Hensley does a lot to a man.
Hey, you know what?
Makes you feel responsible for a lot of things.
So Zach Hensley of today, if you told him that story, he'd be like, Sammy, I'm sorry. He would tell you that. He would apologize to you, and he would do whatever it takes to make it up to you.
And then he would say, you know what, but you're better for it.
And he would say that as well. But in a nice way.
A wise man.
Say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to the podcast. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.
Never made it as a wise man. Couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing.